real quick. Went over W.H. Auden and Dylan Thomas. W.H. Auden was a common theme of him was talking about how people don't really care if there's suffering in the world or if death is fast to come. And I'm not really sure if he's trying to say that that's a good thing or a bad thing, but guess what? Theme again is going to be death. Uh, Big John gives us the image of the Fall of Icarus painting, which is like a bunch of like things going on all at once, people carrying on with their day, and then like in the background is just these two legs poking out of the water, and that's the death of the Greek hero. And so it's just saying that, hey, this really big deal just happened, but no one really seems to give a shit. He has a couple of poems like that, and then there's a poem about the shield of Achilles or something, which is something about a Holocaust. That was the reference he gave, but you probably ought to read that. But death, yeah. And then Dylan Thomas, like, hey, does only writes about death once. He in a poem with the format called a villanelle, he writes about how you shouldn't die easily. You shouldn't like die peacefully. Basically, you should die doing something kind of. He's kind of vague about it, about how you should die, but basically you should die hard. Other than that, he doesn't write about death a lot. He's a romantic poet, writes about nature a lot, writes about, in another one, writes about a childhood home. You've got the page numbers, and so you need to kind of read up on that. But basically, his idea is kind of like he's a relief during the era from writing about sophisticated or difficult topics. And that's kind of how that relief is kind of how he makes his rise, I guess. So that's Fuckface, W.H. Auden, and Dylan Thomas.